So I probably should have talked about things when it first came out, but is gonna change things when it comes to long form content and short form content starting the second month of next year, 2027. Right now, you are good. If you are doing long form content, you still 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch time hours. You are good. And short form content, I'm not for sure. I think it's like 20 million views. I'm not for sure what that's gonna change to or what it is now. Where it's something about changing 20 million views. I don't know where it's at now. When I'm done with this recording, I should have something where you guys can read it, what's going on. Hopefully, I won't forget to put it up there. But long form content is gonna change to 8,000 watch time hours the second month of next year, 2027. Wow. Wow. The bright side, you got less than 6 months. Another way to look at the bright side is be glad YouTube didn't say you got 60 days. You got 90 days. Okay. So I'm looking on the bright side of things. Let's get it done. Let's put in the effort. Let's get it. Let's do this. It's people who have been monetized after 6 months, 5 months, 4 months, 3 months, 2 months. And yes, even after a month, they have been eligible for monetization because you never know which video. It could be your first, third, sixth, 10th, 15th, 20th. You never know which video may be the one to get you the subscribers and the watch time hours. So I'm telling you, start now. For years, there has been this thing YouTube gurus would say is YouTube was in easy mode. By the way, YouTube have shut down a lot of those channels. But I don't think YouTube was ever in easy mode. Maybe when it first started out, when people didn't really hear about it and it was easier to get in. But once YouTube started making changes because of whatever was going on in the platform and they were trying to buckle down, YouTube was not in easy mode. Yes, getting 4,000 watch time hours, of course, is going to be easier than 8,000, of course, but it's not. I don't think it was ever easy mode. I think easy mode is for people that got fame and already known and they're coming from YouTube, coming on YouTube and saying, hey, I'm here, or coming out for other platforms and saying, hey, check me out on YouTube, subscribe to me, and they're putting those posts out twice or three times a day, and that's easy for those people that already have a big following. That's easy. Not when you just starting out. I don't think it was ever easy mode. And when they say it's easy mode, they don't even really explain how they come up with that because that's not it. Especially when YouTube just started not favoritism bigger channels. So how was it even easy mode for smaller channels? And I think that's why YouTube is getting rid of those channels about gurus that even I used to watch, and I'm like, some of this sound like yeah, some advice I can take, some I can leave on the table, but no. YouTube used to show favoritism toward big channels. You wouldn't even see channels with that wasn't monetized or have a big following. I didn't. Maybe I can't speak about anyone else, but I did, and the people I have came across on YouTube that spoke on it, they were saying they haven't. You wouldn't even come across it. Now all of a sudden this year or last few months or something like that, people have been noticing, and I have even been noticing that you now see you will look and see to the side where somebody got hundreds of thousands of views. You will see 20 views right there, and click on it and be like, "Wow, this channel not even monetized. Why is it showing up?" And YouTube is they level the playing field now. It's no favoritism, at least in that way. I think it's of course bigger channel get some type of benefits, but I think since YouTube want to keep people on the platform, YouTube have to make it so that new voices are heard and people get to come across new channels, and that's how they stay on the platform. And my voice is cracking, my bad. And that's great. Also, what I noticed that YouTube is doing, and maybe it's going to be part of whatever I have popped up for you guys to read when I get through recording this, but it was out that YouTube is also making it so even when you're in the partnership, you're still not safe. Like YouTube is not playing around. Long are the days where you was in the partnership and you got to go off your channel for 2 years and disappear and up. I see you when I see it. Now YouTube is like, hey, we're not gonna force you to do YouTube. YouTube is like, hey, you got to get your 8,000 watch time hours again, or for the first time because they're gonna start the 8,000 watch time hours next year. You got to get those hours, and you got to do it within 90 days, or we're gonna demonetize your channel. And now they're not even doing it now. Let me tell you what they're doing now, because now they're not telling content creators 8,000 because their whole 8,000 is not kicking in yet. For the changes about going from 4,000 watch time hours to 8,000 watch time hours for long form and whatever the change they're making for short form content, it was a YouTuber that came out and he was like, "Hey, YouTube sent me an email said they don't demonetize my channel if I don't do a video." So he was like, "Here I am." His last video before that video was over a year old. So before they even came out, he was already getting email. He got an email from YouTube before YouTube came out with those changes that were gonna kick in for next year. He was already being warned about it, but he didn't say anything about 8,000 hours. I don't think they are saying that to any of the content creators that are monetized. They're probably like just send it out to him and others, I'm sure, saying, hey, we're going to demonetize your channel if you don't get this done. I don't think he gave a time frame. If he did, I don't remember because it's been almost a month, or maybe it's been a month. But yeah, they were already getting emails before this came out 2 3 days ago about 8,000 watch time hours and 20 million short form views or whatever gonna kick in for 2027. He was already getting this because like YouTube is not playing around. YouTube want to keep people on the platform, and now what they are doing is it seems like if you're not helping them keep people on the platform, they're demonetizing your channel. YouTube's looking at things like, look, you already in a great position where you don't have to work, but you got to help us and we help you. You can't be just making money from us. Because what a lot of YouTubers will do, because keep in mind, I think it's 3 million in a partnership. And a lot of those people, a lot of those millions of people are not putting out videos every year. Some of these people are doing once every other year, 2 years. Some hadn't even been on there in 3 years or longer, and they are still getting paid for their old videos. And now YouTube is like, no more of that. You're gonna have to come up. You're gonna have to come out and either do a video within this time frame we give you. Because when they come out, I think for next year, I don't know what this guy said a month ago. I don't recall, but for next year, I think they're gonna give you 90 days to get those 8,000 watch time out. So even if you sitting there and you got all these watch time out, and you've been with YouTube partnership for 10 plus years, 5 plus years, or whatever, how long it been going on, YouTube is no longer going by that. And it's like, I'm not against that because it's kind of like you don't really care much for YouTube and you're not really helping YouTube. YouTube, like, you gonna help us keep people on this platform or you gonna get demonetized. If people want to watch it, you either it's one or the other. And I'm not against it. It does make it harder on the smaller channel that barely get into the partnership, like barely get in, barely get the amount, and it's kind of hard for them to keep getting their watch time hours. But I think YouTube were more focused on these big content creators where they put out one video every other year and they getting 1 million views. Like the first day they getting 1 million views. They're getting hundreds of thousands. And I think that's what they focus was on. But and also whatever else they may have going on. But yeah, so once you in, you still gotta keep trying. But I was still it's easier to get in at 4,000 than 8,000. So if you've been putting it out now, it's your time to try. No matter what you have or don't have, starting now. A lot of your favorite content creators did not have equipment or whatever. They'll just sit on the floor in front of their phone and was talking, and now they millionaires. Not saying you gonna be a millionaire or that you even want to be a millionaire, because believe it or not, it's a lot of people that's like good with 10 grand a month and they good. But it is what it is. So get out, try, do the four. You go for the 4,000 watch time. You don't want to regret it. You don't want to be like, man, I'm not gonna try it. And then December comes, you decide I'm gonna try, I'm gonna try, I'm gonna try, and then it's like you could have started back in August or at least September. Right now, if you can't afford a mic or anything, or even if your mic isn't the best, again, a lot of people start out with not the best mic. I don't have the best mic. Your favorite content creator most likely did not have the best mic, and if you ask them about it, they'll be like, man, it was. They'll talk about how bad it was and what you'll be surprised, but you were not with them when they were at the bottom, so you don't know it. You came along because once they then made it out of that and they got the $300 mic, and it's some big content creators. I see them with like $100 mic, and it'll be that same mic that be going between $79 and like $129. I don't know the difference between. I guess it probably a little sale going on, but it'd be like that same mic, just different colors. But yo, you look into a mic or just start. Just start.